everybody, welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 348. I am your host, here to bring you all the fun and silliness of the Brony community for this week. I am Circuit Main. Of course, I am not joined by myself. No, I got a wonderful cavalcade of panelists here, ready to bring you all the silliness that we can. Of course, I am joined by friends at the Equestrian Flag Stop, or whatever's left of it. We have Coal Dust.
Hi, I actually like diesels.
And we also have Crazy Mac Capitan.
No, you don't. You have a cat. See a cat. Hi, cat. Hi, cat. Hi, cat. You're a cat.
And we are also joined by Deathlight Productions, voice actor extraordinaire.
I don't know about that.
Extraordinaire enough.
I edit a lot. I don't really narrate too much anymore.
Ah, okay. Alright, we have Textile again.
You don't have a tech with ya.
We have a tech. We also have some random thing that just won't go away, but I guess we let it on for levity, or just to prove that we can handle this kind of crap. Or maybe it's some sort of weird torture. I don't know. But we have Toa.
Hello. Also, you flatter me too much, and you make these intros way too long.
I know. And we also have Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Yep, I'm here.
And of course, we're here to bring you everything of the Brony community for this week. Admittedly, though, our news is a little bit light this week, which is all well and good, because we have another episode of My Little Pony. Of course, we are talking about She's All Yak. And we'll be bringing that up here in just a moment. I just want to make a quick announcement about it now, because once we talk about the episode, I will be asking for all of you to give us your favorite images of the episode or favorite art inspired by the episode. Whatever you have, go ahead and throw it into our chat rooms, our IRC, our Twitch, our YouTube. You can also throw it into our Discord, and we're going to show them off as we talk about the episode.
Circuit, are you sure you want me to? Are you sure you want me to send you my favorite images inspired by this episode?
Let's also remember that we are a PG-13 podcast.
I can already tell Derpy Boru has gone crazy with fan art with this.
Oh, Derpy, that's not exactly a surprising thing, unfortunately. But
Actually, you know, there isn't as much as you would expect. I gotta be honest, as far as it goes, there could have been more.
There can always
Say.
be more, Cole. You gotta remember, this is people that are like, okay, we gotta make the ship happen. And then
I'm just saying there was more of Derpy Butt, but hey, whatever.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So, okay. First, I select Yona Bar. There we go.
anyway, well. All right, while they're working on that, we are also going to be talking about Derpy Boru tags. So we're going to be diving deep into Derpy Boru with the tags that are posted onto images, weird tags, unusual tags, things that bring up some of the most interesting, unusual, and sometimes creepiest of images. Of course,
and it's all in safe for work territory because, hi, YouTube.
well, that, and I make sure that's in safe for work territory because it will rapidly not go there. But
Yeah,
Weird how that works.
Oh
It
yeah,
is.
I'm not the one streaming right now. I can turn off that filter. Hey!
all right, but in any case, those are the heads up. And can somebody help Sonic? I think he's lost.
I'd need a controller
I'm
for
sorry, I
that.
can't help you with a movie that's already going downhill. I apologize.
And all jokes aside, I'm talking about our chat room where apparently some people are not looking at the other tags and they're immediately going to Vaughn, I guess. Or are we not streaming on anything at this point? Or is everything not working?
It's streaming.
It's working.
Okay, so YouTube and Twitch are going okay?
YouTube says sending data, but not actually saying connected. Vaughn is saying unable to connect.
If you go... Okay, and, dang it. Okay, so apparently only our Twitch is working. I don't think did we have a problem with the YouTube here? Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go, I guess I'll have to go under the hood here and check things out, but while I'm going to go under the hood here, just a heads up that this week is Everfree Northwest, which is the con I'm going to be going to and checking out, and I will have a full report next week, or at least as much as I can give. But before we do that, let's go ahead and give a little bit of what's up, Brony, to all of our others here that are here and chatting and talking. So, what's up, Bronies?
Oh, work as normal, got my printer to work, and am working on a Hollow Knight cosplay. I already got everything but the head.
I'm turning the ripe old age of 28 this Thursday.
Quit making me feel so young.
Quit making me feel so old. 28. You lightweight.
Hey, man.
Any other What's Up Bernie going on before we go ahead and move on to the news?
I hit myself with my sledgehammer on Wednesday and it still hurts.
Ow.
Ow.
This is why you don't work when you're sick.
Oh, well, I was about to ask, so I guess that answers that too.
Yeah, my 5-pound long-handled sledgehammer.
Actually,
I missed and hit myself right in the leg.
You know what? I'm gonna jump into something here real fast because I'm a little bit excited and kind of relieved, but at the same time, you know, this is gonna be a little business talk, everybody. So if you don't like numbers or hearing about financial things, you can tune out for the next few minutes. But
this is a daily basis for me.
yeah, but anyway, the thing here is real fast. I actually do invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum a little bit. And I mean very little. I essentially use a program that takes the change that I have after every transaction, puts it aside, and then at the end of the month, it dumps it all into Bitcoin and Ethereum. The whole idea was I wanted to start an investment portfolio. The thing is,
that's not a bad way to do that.
It's not a bad way, and in all honesty, I encourage it. However, I also encourage paying attention to trends.
Yeah.
Because this started happening shortly before the massive Bitcoin rise that happened last year. Now, of course, I was showing that I was getting a lot of money, and I'm just like, ooh, that's exciting, that's fun, but I shouldn't touch it. I gotta hold on to it.
Well, I thought it was rapidly dropping recently.
Actually, that's what happened. It dropped. It dropped like a rock. And my investments totaled to basically I had a negative $80 profit margin by the end of last month when things finally started to stabilize. Granted, I kept going with the investment, and at that point it was a lot more stable. Of course, stable being an okay word to use. However, looks like recent economic trends actually have caused Bitcoin to rise again. And as such, actually, my investment was showing that I was having a profit margin of about $30 earlier today. So I sold it all. Because I know for a very good fact that this is just a temporary boost and it will come crashing down once again. So I got out ahead. And then I'll wait till...
I wish I could do some Bitcoin mining.
Yeah, Bitcoin mining sounds good, but it's not as profitable as it used to be. In all honesty, you're probably better off doing something else.
See, I'm never good at reading stuff like that, so I always take everything at face value, and I don't really do investments.
Oh no, it wasn't even at faith or knowledge or anything. I literally just closed my eyes, crossed my fingers, and hoped to God something happened, and then nothing happened. So then I started to pray to Celestia's ass. And then it happened. Praise somebody.
Like, I would say, if I was going to probably go for going into an investment, I'd probably go with Toyota right now.
I'm hoping Toyota or Toyota?
Toyota, whatever. People say it differently.
Good point. Good point, yeah.
And it's just because I work in a scrapyard, and... so far, every single time I've had to go to one of their vehicles, it's been super friendly to tear apart and put back together, so they still think about the daily backyard person.
That's nice.
Doing their work and stuff, and plus they are now putting Cummins into their vehicles as well as LS engines, if I remember correctly. No, just Cummins, which is the most reliable workhorse ever.
I thought they only put Cummins in Dodge diesels.
No, their contract expired with them in 2015, and they didn't pick it back up, so they've been putting Cummins into Toyota vehicles ever since 2016.
Which ones, I imagine?
Their Tundras and... oh, what was the other one? But
So
yeah,
now we have diesel Toyotas.
we've had them for a while. For 4 years now.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and dip a little bit into here. I think it's time to jump into news. We filled out plenty of time there. But yeah, I got money back. Hooray! So let's go. Yeah, it's always a good thing. And actually, I'm going to be able to use some money for future cons too. So it's a win. It's a solid win. So let's go ahead and we're going to start off here with questioning Steam Engine on this because apparently he's got into some really interesting art noir style.
Oh, that's cool.
Actually, I gotta admit, the design is interesting, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of Dolly.
I wouldn't call it noir though. I'd call it.
Yeah, noir was a bad choice of words.
What is it? Fuck, I forgot. I don't know. Melting clocks. What's the
Yeah, the melting clock
Do you Google-
person.
melting clocks.
Look for the
painting.
jelly people.
What does the wiki? What does the wiki say?
Anyway, we'll talk about Sam, Pony, and Yak in a moment. I promise. Anyway, yeah, I do have to ask Steam Engine while he's here and around here. What inspired this actually? I was about to say what brought this on, but that is really not the right choice of words. I actually am curious what inspired him to make this type of art style.
So, what brought this about?
So what caused this to happen?
Hello, I'm your therapist.
It's going to be a bit complicated to explain. Well, okay then.
I'm still working on mine, but it's more or less done minus some trash can stuff.
Alright. Well, in any case, this isn't his art challenge for the week, but let's go ahead and jump into this. Well, we got news. We do got some news. It has been light, as I mentioned, but we have some news, and we're going to start off with why we have spoiler warnings and spoiler tags in several chats. Italy has a possible early episode of episode 8 showing up in 2 days. Of course, this is going to be Italian with subtitles if it's true. However, considering our track record with Hasbro and other countries and their releases, this more than likely is the case.
Yeah, we should be used to it by now.
We pretty much are. However, we do want to point out and remind everybody once again that new episodes are spoilered until 3 days after the official U.S. airing. So if by some miracle episode 10 comes out tomorrow, we still will not allow you to talk about it until 2 weeks from now, when it officially airs in the U.S. and we've had 3 days for people to digest it and make art. I know that we are very fervent bunch of fans. We love our episodes. We love talking about them. We love our art. We love everything about them. But I don't want to spoil it for people. And I swear, if you spoil it for anybody in our chats, I will personally go to every new movie release, watch it, and I will live tweet it to you directly, everything that is happening in that movie. I will spoil it for you live.
Without actually letting them see the movie.
Not even giving them the chance.
Well, what episode is the one that's going to be like spoiled possibly? Because
Episode 8 in about 2 days. Episode 8.
Okay, adding that one to my spoil.
But then again, it'll
That's
be
why at the
it'll be
beginning of the
Italian.
season, I'd go through Derpy Boru and just add all the episodes as a spoiler and just the season tag as well, because some people don't care to actually mark the correct episode, which makes me want to hurt them.
I'm actually
Okay, Glass 4, joke's on you. No. You wanna bring this on? No, I will email you. I will Discord you. I will find any way of getting in direct contact with you. If I have to become an Instagram model and show off my big glorious ass to people just to get attention, I will do it. I will hound you.
And for those wondering, he would do that if he has that much of a vendetta against you.
I will do it. I will destroy all spoilers. We are in one more season left. Last season, let's try to keep a track record of not spoiling it for people. You just have to
Try to keep it a minimum at least.
A lot more of spoilers.
General rule of life: don't be a dick.
Just please don't be a dick. We actually had somebody in one of my Brony groups be a dick. They spoiled the Pikachu movie. It did not end well. I am not lying. It did not end well. But we're gonna move on here. Just a fair warning. We do have rules for a reason. Please respect them. Please respect them. Respect everybody else. If you are excited about the episode, just post in the spoiler chat. That is what the spoiler chat is for. Do not post it outright. And people will know to avoid the spoiler chat like the plague. I would extend that to the show. Does this also extend to the show spoiler tab?
No.
No.
Free game.
The spoiler tab is free game. It is free game for anything new that comes out, any new pictures, anything like that. I'm just talking about here on the show, in the lounge, in the picks and gifts, anything that is open for people that does not contain spoiler warnings. Though granted, I should probably go into our spoiler chat and make sure I mark it as a spoiler chat. We could do that now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should definitely.
Keep your spoilers to yourself.
Keep the spoilers to yourself. And so, to lighten things up, here's a Super Mario 64 mod that lets you play as Apple Bloom.
Oh, that's adorable. And creepy. It's adorably creepy.
It's actually pretty awesome. Apparently this person's only recently been working on it, but I'm excited for this because this is like two different 64 mods with ponies. We have a Twilight Sparkle and now an Applejack. Apple Bloom. Sorry.
Mini Applejack.
Maybe Applejack. We have mini Apple Bow Pone. Bow. We have the Bow Pone.
But how many errors did they have with the Twilight one?
They had some pretty big animation errors, but this one also has some weirdness too. If you watch,
it's got the jank.
It's got some
jank.
It's got some jank, but especially since we are looking at a bipedal pony as opposed to a stand-up one.
She's a quad, not a bi.
Sorry, quad pedal, not bipedal. Right, my apologies. But yeah, the head was mainly the big problem with the Twilight Sparkle one at some moments, but this one looks like it's pretty decent so far. Granted, I don't know how much they're going to spoiler of it.
It's kind of weird to watch her run. It's kind of funny.
It is funny, and I'm hoping they are looking to try to get some custom animations done to make it look a lot more fluid. Which I hope they do accomplish. That would be nice. Looks like they're also running around a Super Mario 64 Ponyville, which is pretty awesome too.
Her back legs aren't even moving while she's.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's kind of funny to watch her run. Did you see the back legs stay still? Did you see the front legs?
Here's what I was talking about, the flying one.
Okay, the Twilight flying makes a lot of sense. This, you could just put a wing on and go with it.
I think we all know deep down Apple Bloom can fly. She just needs to believe in herself.
But seriously,
see, the bow is more than what you think it is. It's big for a reason.
You know, this is the first time I actually put the stream on, and so I just now see the Pepsi Pony.
Pepsi Pony!
yeah,
Asshole!
Oh yes, is this from the AVGN episode?
No, it might have been inspired by it. It might have been inspired.
You gotta remember, Pepsi Man has been through a lot. The first one I saw of it was Gerard the Completionist, and having someone with live action.
Okay.
Anyway,
yeah. By the way, Circuit. I'll only say one quick thing about it. I still am impressed that they found the dude from from the old Pepsi Man commercials.
Oh no, that was awesome. I am so happy for that. That was baller.
Should we even be surprised?
Maybe a little bit, but actually, considering that he's had like Macaulay Culkin, he's had the guy that did Toxic Crusader,
And Don Bluth.
Don Bluth. Yeah, he's been having a lot of people show up, so I'm not.
Well, also, Nerd has his stuff on Amazon as well, so he's getting good money.
He's getting up there, and that makes it all the more awesome that we get these awesome episodes. But we're kind of getting off track here. Getting back, let's route this to how to draw. Hasbro has released more how to draw videos, and of course, in true fashion of Pinkie Pie, Applejack is obviously a quick. Here's how to do it really, really fast.
Yeah, more minute-long drawings.
Of course,
That
as
one's a minute is 2 minutes, pretty much.
Of course, as much as I would like to do the same challenge that we did last week with these, we don't have enough time. But I am holding on to these, so we are probably going to do a stream where we're going to try to do quick draws of all of these as they come out.
I didn't know. I'm not sure if it was mentioned last week and I was not paying attention, which is totally likely. I'm very easily distracted by everything. But, like, yeah, I didn't realize that those are actually done by Tony Fleece.
Oh, these are Tony Fleece, huh?
Yeah.
It actually doesn't.
Comic artist.
It might might mention it on the YouTube channel
I follow him
itself.
on Twitter. I follow him on Twitter, and he posted about it. I was like, oh, no way! Sweet!
Yeah, it doesn't actually mention it at all in the details here, so that is really nice to know that Tony Fleece did it.
Yep.
But yeah, here's a funny thing. In the Twilight one, it actually stops doing it digitally, and then you see it going hand-drawn for a bit. So he actually hand-draws it in pencil, inks it, and then scans it, and then colors it. So, admittedly, that is a little bit more how to draw than we were getting with the other ones.
You know, funny thing, so if you read the I think it was the art book, the first one for, what was it, Art is Magic?
Yeah.
Yeah. He describes his process of drawing the comics and stuff, and if I recall correctly, he actually said that for some of the comics, he actually did the pencils part of the sketches and whatnot for the comics digitally, and then he'd print them out and then ink them traditionally. At least that's what he did at the time. I think he's like switched it up.
He did the same thing that you were just talking about for the Twilight one, and I can understand. I mean, it'd be a lot more easier to do the sketch on the computer if you can figure out how to do it.
True.
Honestly, inking it, like, just with traditional materials, it kind of it seems a bit faster. I don't know. That's just me personally, though.
I think it's a little column A, column B in regards, really.
I'm just like, for doing a sketch though, if you get like the head wrong or need to switch something up, you can drag and move the pieces and parts around, as compared to traditional where you have to erase it and try it again.
Yep.
Well, that's why I think if you sketch it online, but if you feel like, I want to ink this with real color, just print out the sketch or basically ink that and then...
You know what? I think we're going to save this conversation for how to draw with Brony Show, part 4 or 5.
I won't think with the thoughts then. One
I
thing I
know.
want to bring up before we
Okay.
change topic is one of the other benefits of doing sketching digitally is you can also play with the frame a bit more. So if you have a bunch of characters in frame and you want to like put emphasis on certain things or whatnot, you have more ability to play with the layout. So
Yeah, you move the figures around and stuff. But, yeah.
True enough.
yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next little bit of news here. The Price of Fear from our friends at Fall of Anthrofold has come out. I can't remember if I actually talked about this, but we're going to talk about it now. This is actually this was based off of a Half-Life 2 mod that they actually developed way back in 2008. This is actually based off of it, and they've improved. I sat down, I tested this at their request. The controls were better. The camera was better. I was able to actually do more with the game, and it didn't crash as often as the other ones did. So they've actually have improved since their beginnings, and I am probably going to end up doing a Let's Play, or at least a little bit more of a review of this in the near future. But they've actually taken some of the criticism to heart and figured out ways of fixing some of the problems. They do look like they are going to update some of the older games with the new control scheme. However, they can't update all of them, and it is still off of a Warcraft 3 engine. So, yeah. But yeah, look forward to that. They definitely have improved since last time I've checked them out.
Well, here's the thing. That's the best part of doing these types of things is going, hey, you're doing good, but this is what you need to fix.
Anyway, moving right on. Next little news, and unfortunately sad news, though not surprising. My Little Investigations Case 2 has been canceled.
No.
Now, this is not entirely surprising, as I don't think we've seen any updates to this in months. Years, in fact. Years and years.
5 years ago to this month.
Yeah, 5 years ago. There has not been many updates, so obviously they've gone through a bit of a development hell, and they've had to stop. However, they didn't just say, okay, we're done and walk away. They said we're done, and then they dumped all of their assets that they were making for Case 2.
Basically said, anybody else got free time? Here you go.
If you really want to see this happen, here's a bunch of things that you can use for it. We have OST, the entire soundtrack, artwork, dialogue sprites, cutscene sketches, lot of different stuff here.
Almost 2 gigabytes worth of stuff. Okay.
There's a lot of stuff. I downloaded it all though, but yeah, it is all there. So there's plenty that you can do with it if you really want. But yeah, they did drop the assets, so there is a chance somebody might pick it up and continue running with it. But we'll have to wait and see. Till now, though, it looks like unfortunately that's another fan project that has died out. If this was related to Phoenix Wright, this was basically their take on Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth with ponies. And the first case they did was great. It was a lot of fun. And there's that. And last little bit of news here. Yeah, like I said, it's light. Russian battle bots have continued their rampage of robot wrecking with their latest robot, the Rainbow.
Team Unicorn.
Team Unicorn. Oh,
They're bladed Pinkie Pie bots.
Isn't this just an update of one they had before?
Yeah.
it's an updated one of what they have, but they've renamed it to Team Unicorn. It's all rainbowy now. They're still dressed up. It's a lot of talking, a lot of stuff going on. This is 10 minutes worth of stuff here, so we can't show it all.
Fuck you.
Oh dear world, I stopped at the best part. That was the best part.
Yeah, just where it opens. Yeah.
No. I
Are they gonna kill that with the battle bot?
Yes, they are.
I don't know. Either that or it's a kind of. It might be just like their giant blow up mascot. Yeah.
Where did jump you guys to? I started off at the very beginning.
Oh no, I've been jumping all over the video.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I've been jumping all over because it's a 10-minute video and I'm just trying to show little highlights because I do want to encourage people to check out the whole thing.
They actually named the bot Pinkie Pie, but had to remove it because of copyright.
Yeah.
Oh, that explains why they renamed it.
Fuck you, Hasbro legal department.
I can't blame them. I really can't.
It's kind of funny though. You look at these bots.
They have to protect the name, otherwise they lose it.
Yeah, copyright sucks for everybody. There's no question.
Except the makers.
No, even the makers say it kind of sucks for them.
Yeah,
because
they have to defend their names.
They have to defend it, or else they could end up losing it, and unfortunately that can also alienate their fans because sometimes they have to do it with a vengeance. Granted, some of them do it more than they need to.
Like Hasbro.
No, Hasbro doesn't.
Hasbro's been pretty chill about it.
Hasbro's been pretty chill, all things considered. I mean, if you look at Nintendo,
they're
Nintendo's
harsh.
incredibly rigid. Philly Fantasia actually started off really, really bad.
Actually, with Nintendo in mind, isn't there some portion of the newest Mario game that isn't able to be put on YouTube?
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if the Odyssey song was causing problems.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's
now Disney is really bad about it too.
Oh, Disney! Don't get us started on Disney. Disney.
Ew.
Don't even say their name.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started on Disney.
Yeah, don't get me started.
Or Viacom.
But yeah, there's a lot that have been really bad about how they're doing their copyright protection and due diligence, and to the point of really painful stuff. But yeah, I mean, Hasbro, it does suck, and yeah, they've canceled some really awesome things, but at the same time, they have been a little bit more lax about it than most, so we gotta take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, like honestly, they could shut down everything that we're doing right now.
They could shut down so much if they really wanted to.
Yeah, like all the fan fiction, they could just cut that off. All the fan work, they cut that off. So
There's a lot of things they could really do. But let's go. Yeah, let's go ahead and leave it alone for now, though. Copyright is unfortunately a fickle thing, and we have content creation. So our challenge for last week was Applejack, just Applejack. Of course, the hope was to try to inspire some people to start jumping into the fan submissions and suggestions challenge of the week. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that quite worked, but it looks like it's also been a rather slow week for everything, so I'm going to blame the week. But
it was a week.
It was a week for a lot of people. But we did get some awesome entries, and we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about them. First off, we're going to talk about Steam Engine's Applejack. Also inspired by his recent art style.
Noodle ponies.
Yeah, we'll call him Noodle Pony for now. Unfortunately, we don't have it. Let's see. I'm just taking a quick look in the chat since he said it's a long story, but did we know if he ever posted the story or just like it's a long story and that was it? You know, I'm gonna go if it was just a long story and that's it. But yeah, this is the Applejack we're getting. We're gonna call them Noodlejack now. Noodlejack, and this is what happens when you start lacing apples with cocaine. No, it's apples with marijuana.
I was gonna say it looks more in line with LSD.
You think so?
Yeah, LSD. I can't remember what they're called right now.
Okay, we'll call it LSD apples.
Yeah, you could even just say they got smeared with this special.
We'll call it Apples D.
This special shrooms. I can't remember what I actually called it right now.
Yeah, special shrooms might be enough for it too. But no, yeah, this is definitely some interesting art here. But I do like it. It kind of has the feeling of a chalk drawing to it, especially with how the lines are in it. And it definitely is an interesting style to take altogether, but I like it. You know, it just a little. Okay, hold on. Oh, he explains it here. It involved D&D with some other ponies. Afterwards, during the end, I drew a map of the picture and the picture of Twilight, sort of, but it was kind of off, and that originated creations. There's a lot more, but that's a simple. Okay, so he was trying to draw a map. He drew Twilight Sparkle with it, and apparently, Twilight wasn't quite right, and it inspired so much more.
It inspired inspiration.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's what that is. Yeah, I think this is the actual Twilight he might have been talking about then. I can kind of see it though. You know, you can see that where he was trying to go for it, and then the horn is where it really went weird. Oh, I see. There it is. That's the originator. Here's the originator. He was literally he was drawing on a map, and it just did not work right. Actually, that also explains the lines and everything because let me guess, Tabletop Simulator.
Kind of got that feel to it.
It's got that Tabletop Simulator feel, and I'm sure Cold Dust would be more than happy to attest to that.
No, that looks more like Roll20.
One of those, yeah. Okay, not Tabletop Simulator itself, but something similar to it. Fair enough.
No idea, but I have drawn things in Tabletop Simulator. Mostly ponies.
Okay, yeah, he says Roll20 sounds
dicks.
right. So, Roll20! Hey, Roll20 pony art. We're the first ones to show it, I believe. Steam Engine has officially broken the mold of Roll20 pony art, and we are here to expose it. First, Brony Show exclusive, everybody.
Well, that's with at the moment, but hey.
And we have Steam Engine to thank. But let's go ahead and jump into the next little one here. We also have Toakoi, who's doing his normal submissions. And we have Applejack and Toa doing a duel of the banjos and between the trash can.
Someone could hop on and play the can.
Either that or this is an epic banjo battle, the likes of which will never be seen through the light of day. Applejack and Toa battling one against another. Trying to get to the end, trying to see who can play it faster, better, harder, stronger, and the loser has to throw away their banjo in front of the winner for all to see. Or just the winner because there's somebody else there.
You don't know that. I didn't draw a crowd, but who knows? There may be a crowd.
There might not. But we're gonna go with that then. So it's an epic dueling banjo where the winner has to throw away the banjo. Because I said so.
Are you sure they're just not sitting there to annoy the Grouch from Sesame Street?
Okay, they could be doing that too.
Anything is possible. It's all up to you to decide what you make of it.
Anything is possible. Anything is cool. Okay, moving on. That did not work as well as I'd hoped. All right. So, yeah, those are our two entries. We did, however, get some awesome little art here from, well, actually, it's from Baron Engel.
Yeah, I commissioned him.
Yep. But, yeah, this is apparently an OC of our Deathlight Productions here.
Yes, a nice song. The RP character I play, and she is brutally honest. The downside is, whenever people ask her how her days went, she's been through so many weird encounters. Everybody's like, "Stop! You're lying. Somebody else tell me what's going on here." Great.
I kind of get this weird Roan inspiration out of it.
Yes, Baron Engel is the one who did the art for Roan.
Yes, he
Well-
is the. He's
Well,
one of the artists.
I know Baron Engel does the art for Roan. I'm talking about, I mean, is your character a Roan character, or is it a different RPG series?
Fallout.
See, there we go.
Oh, Roan and Fallout can sometimes fall into a weird middle ground, especially the pony one.
They can, but that's still pretty awesome how interchangeable it is. But yeah, Baron Engel is actually one of the artists for Roan. So seeing a Fallout character like this that could also be easily imported into Roan is pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and steal it, and there's not a thing you can do about it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I promise. Hair's way too nice to be in Fallout. Well, that's where you're wrong.
I've got a bunch of friends telling me that too, but I'm like, I argue with a charisma of 7.
And plus, it's a main. It's not hair. It's a main.
Exactly.
It is a main.
And
So,
in order to grade it, you need to make sure it's nice and clean all the time, so it doesn't get frayed and stuff. So.
Also, this does not mean it's the DC Fallout area. It could be up in Boston or over on the West Coast or whatever the West Coast equivalent is.
It's up in the north. That's all I'm gonna say. So she has to dress warm.
Yeah, and that would mean there's still cleaner water than what's around to wash mains.
all right. So now let's go ahead and go on to next week's challenge. So for next week's challenge, in inspiration of that Super Mario 64 mod, I want to see Apple Bloom Just Apple Bloom. However, props to anybody who does 64 Mario references with it.
I know what you're trying to say, man.
So yeah, if you just have Apple Bloom there, just sitting there willy nilly with her bow, that's reasonable, and I'm okay with that. If you have Apple Bloom holding onto a star or throwing a mushroom at somebody, or maybe Apple Bloom just clapping hooves with Princess Peach for some reason, I don't know. I kind of ran out of ideas really fast out of nowhere.
God dang it! You made me think of what's the sound of one hoof clapping?
Plop, plop, plop.
No. But yes, that is our challenge. There it is. So ponies with Super Mario. Just Super Mario. It doesn't have to be 64 per se. It could be the original. It could be Odyssey. It could be just Mario in general. But of course Apple Bloom is the main thing there. Just do Apple Bloom if you want. It doesn't have to be Mario related. But props if you do Mario references. And for the protest.
Protest Initiative challenge this week is Ocellus and Flannel.
Ooh, that's fun.
There you go. That's it. Make it work.
Ocellus and Flannel.
Yes. Do you want to make it like Pony Ocellus or Dragon Ocellus or just Ocellus Ocellus? Whatever. Do what you want. But make sure there's Flannel.
Could do Bugbear.
Right.
No, that's a thing.
No, I don't doubt that. Well, speaking of Ocellus...
That was a thing. That was like how they destroyed that one tower in like the beginning of season 8. I keep wanting to say 7, but it was an 8. That's right. There are too many seasons now. I can't keep track of them.
Did she also turn into a Malworth?
No,
I
she didn't.
I thought she did at one
did.
point. I thought she did when she was flying the class around for a bit.
No, that
Oh,
was when she
wait,
turned into a bugbear.
Phalanx is the one that
Oh.
did the Malworth.
Wait, Phalanx turned into a Malworth? I don't
Yeah, I
remember
think
that.
it was him.
Oh wait, that's right. Fight fire with fire. That's right. Oh,
Mm,
yeah.
why are you hitting yourself? No, wait, no, he didn't turn into one. No, they just got him. They just got to hit itself.
You know what? Let's go ahead and move on to the actual discussion here of She's All Yak.